What am I going to do? That's a decision you have to make, because I'm looking at how to make big decisions successfully in meetings despite being unsure in your 40s. You have worked hard for years, built a steady life and trusted in the old ways of doing things, and suddenly your job, your routines, and even your confidence is shaken. I am a best-selling author. Later on in the video, you'll get my personal takeaway from this research. Vurori and Tushman in the research looked at a study which examined Nokia's leadership during a major technological shift and found that when old assumptions collapsed, leaders experienced anxiety, weakened self-regulation, and emotional drift. In the state that they were in, they focused too much on what felt attractive or manageable inside one option instead of judging which platform was strongest overall. And this helped lead to a poor strategic decision. Now, for men of our age, middle age that is, this connects strongly with us because when we face moments of career identity, status, control, or security, we feel under threat. Another article looks at broadening the idea of showing the complex decisions that, when made, are better handled through structured multi-criteria decision-making methods rather than instinctive ways of thinking alone. Now, across 3,655 reviewed articles from 2004 for 20 years beyond, the review showed that decision-making frameworks have expanded from basic tools to a hybrid approach-led way of doing things, using AI, artificial intelligence, of course, fuzzy logic, and machine learning, especially in fields like healthcare, urban planning, and sustainable energy. Together, both articles suggest that emotional pressure can distort our judgment as men, as those that are going into this type of meetings, while structured decision systems can improve it. So what do we do about it? Well, first off, we need to pause before making big decisions. Create a distance between your emotion and your action. I know myself, I've been guilty of this, to just rampage into things. So we got to just pull ourselves back a little bit before making that action. And avoid reacting in panic and bad news or change. Easier said than done. I get it. Give yourself time to judge the situation, not just the immediate threat that's being posed. And of course, that's tricky if you're in the management or wanting to be in the leadership position. Separate feelings from facts, because the two things are different. Write down what you fear. Even now, write this down as you're doing the video. And then what is actually true? What is happening in the situation? And then notice what pride, shame, or say anxiety are driving the choice. Which one of these? Okay. Test whether the comfortable option is really the best one, because sometimes we keep ourselves in this safety net and we choose that comfortable choice. Now look at the bigger system. Do not only ask, can I survive in this option? Ask more questions. Give yourself a more objective viewpoint, even if you're asking those questions to yourself. Also ask, say, is this path a strong and sustainable path? We're trying to create facts, new facts that is. So by having strength and sustainability, at least sustainability is going to lead us incrementally to a better decision. Judge the environment then, not just your place within it. Try to be objective to your own subjectivity. Use a decision checklist. This can help in a lot of ways. List the top criteria. Of course, money is going to be one of them. Health, naturally enough. Family or internal relationships, and one of those, and three of those are all intermingled together, often with one major decision, a life decision as such. And purpose and stability. Where am I going? And can I go there a little bit slower? I want things now, but perhaps let's go at a little bit of a titrated pace. Now rank each option against the same criteria, perhaps number them 1 to 10. This then reduces emotional drift and improves our clarity, almost like a pro and cons list. Except that identity, though, can change. Losing one role can, and often does, not mean losing your worth. A career shift, say redundancy or perhaps a slowdown, is not personal failure. We're separating our mind, our decisions, our heart, our feelings from what facts are out there. But we're also slowing it down and trying to get that objective viewpoint so that we have flexibility, because this protects long-term confidence. Now, if you're enjoying this video, please like, comment, good or bad, and subscribe. Also, by getting outside perspective is a very good thing. Ask 2 or 3 grounded people for honest feedback. In your personal life, you do it, so why not do it in the professional realm too? It's not weakness, it's strength. And this is a thing where, again, hands way up there. Choose people who are calm, not flattering. Why? Because a calm person is going to be non-emotive. Somebody that's away from the outcome of that decision, good or bad. External views can reveal blind spots caused by stress. Let's face it, if you're listening, watching, you can be stressed. You don't have to go around and tell everybody about it. That's cool. But just know there's something off. And if there's something slightly off, that means there's something pushing it off in our feelings and our processes. And that is the encapsulation of stress, really. Reduce decision fatigue. Do not make life-altering decisions when you're exhausted. As the old saying goes, sleep on it and then sleep on it some more. Stress weakens our self-regulation and increases bias. So therefore, we're looking at things from another lens. Sleep and our routine are so important because them, together with recovery, improve our judgment. And if we also compare options, this is what would happen if I did option A. This is what would happen if I did option B and C and so on. And then if we can compare the criteria 1 to 10, 10 to 1, whatever way we have mathematically tried to align it, then we can see what is our best judgment in the longer term. Rate each option perhaps in a short-term relief, but also a long-term value as well. Think sustainably, but also think, what's our immediate thing that's going to happen here, good or bad? But remember, that might be just trying to whet your emotions, trying to get you to feel better, when in fact, and the words in fact, facts are how we're making our decision in this way. Include your emotional, your financial, your practical, and your relationship factors therein. Stay open to new tools and skills, because if you review, and the review does within the research here, shows decision-making methods are evolving because artificial intelligence has come on board and hybrid systems have come on board. And for us middle-aged men, well, we can benefit from learning simple, modern tools for the internet. I was born and grown up, educated for the internet. And instead of resisting them, we can try and grab hold of them. Adapting early, like any technology, is often safer than depending on the past. Choose what is visible and is not just familiar, because familiarity surely can make us feel safe, but still leads to decline. A wise choice is the one that will still work in the new reality. Think about it that way. Real strength is adapting with discipline, not clinging to your emotion. My own personal takeaway from the research is, it's very easy to say from the research, do this, do that. When we're in a meeting and there's people looking at us and there's that heat, that energy in the room, and some people want a certain decision for you to make, some people want you to make another decision. You might have personal relationships there and you want to make the right factual decision here. Take that time before the meeting to go, all right, what if scenarios? What if I do this? What if the outcome is this? And visualize those people around that table, because when you say that decision and make that decision, you might have to do it pronto, very quickly. They'll all look at you at one time. And you don't want to react to that emotional swell of people looking at you. Rather, you want to be able to have a way of making that decision. So go through yes or no, choices before your meeting, and it will be visually seen and accepted. Your confidence will come through. Thanks for watching. Please like this video. If you subscribe, comment to say that you have, and we'll look after you.